up in the Caribbean, and relentless boat strikes against alleged narco-terrorists have killed more than 80 people. As for Nicolas Maduro, he is as defiant as ever, calling the U.S.'s latest move ridiculous. Let's bring in Will Freeman. He is a fellow for Latin American Studies at the Council on Foreign Relations. Will, so good to have you with us tonight. Talk to us about what is happening here, right? We have seen the United States make designations against cartels in the past. From your perspective and based on everything you study, what is different about this one?
Well, this is the first one that they've designated where they're actually saying a government, an authoritarian regime in this case, is itself.
Dude did not waste but 3 seconds parroting the byline. An authoritarian regime in this case. You know what? I think I have a Google up here as well. Okay. Right there from fucking Wikipedia. Is widely considered a dictator, leading an authoritarian government characterized by electoral fraud and serious rights abuses. Now, I don't know if there's a way. Oh my God, and right below that, Nicolas Maduro Moros, wanted, reward of increase up to $50 million. And there's a fucking poster. What? Here's the whole poster. They even have QR codes. What? Yeah, I'm gonna download this. Oh wait, no, I should probably not. Oh wait, cool. That window isn't showing up. It's also freezing, so never mind. Suffice to say, if you are Googling from the United States of America, you're going to find that Nicolas Maduro is the worst criminal to ever criminal a crime, right? But if you objectively look at Venezuelan politics and Maduro's policies, he's socialist. So how, like, that's obviously why they're going after him, because he's a socialist. But, like, the fact that all of Western media, and apparently Wikipedia, which I didn't think was necessarily controlled by the state, but I guess some pages certainly, definitely are, even according to Wikipedia, they're like, nope, he's a bad man. And it's like, are you kidding me right now? Beginning his working life as a bus driver, he became a trade union leader and then elected to the National Assembly. He was under Hugo Chavez. Was that the reason? Is that... Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't switch the... So, Hugo Chavez. Now, Hugo Chavez was considered a dictator. And a bastard at that. But again, maybe I am wrong, because that could be propagandized history as well. But I do know that Hugo Chavez has always been considered a bad man. So is that the correlation, because he worked with Chavez? That he is also an authoritarian? Hassan was talking about how Venezuela is actually less socialist than Norway. That's kind of crazy, and yet we're not invading Norway. Okay, so Hugo Chavez was also a socialist, but not a terrorist, bad guy. Go figure. Okay. So, yeah, United Socialist Party of Venezuela. He has ruled Venezuela by decree since 2015 through powers granted to him by the ruling party legislator. I mean, just this language alone. Widely considered a dictator, leading an authoritarian government characterized by all these things. Dropped 42 places in the Press Freedom Index. So has America. Where's America in this index? Because I'm fairly fucking certain America has dropped significantly. Look at that. We're 65 percentile out. We have dropped since 2019. We were at 74% in 2019. We have dropped 9% in 6 years. But Venezuela is an authoritarian dictatorship. What? Where even is Venezuela on this thing? Apparently below the United States. Oh, South Korea is less free than America. Japan is less free than America. Qatar? That might be somewhat believable. Argentina under Malay has dropped 15 points. Oh, is Venezuela like at the very bottom? Of course they are. Libya, of course, right? Of course, Iraq, Sudan, right? You know, Pakistan. Turkey, of course, you know, we got Venezuela right here at 30 points. Dropped 20 points in 6 years under the same president. Yeah. I don't think we can buy this freedom press thing because what? Germany is so high? I find that difficult to believe considering that they have the AfD going on. UK? They just passed laws making protesting against Israel a terrorist act and supporting Palestinian organizations an act of terrorism. That should drop them immediately. Same thing with France. Oh, it looks like there's 2 countries in here. But I thought South Africa was persecuting white people, white farmers. Yet they have a much higher freedom index than America. Like, this thing is just all over the place. Jimmy Carter had an organization that monitored international elections. They said that Hugo won his elections fair and square. Yeah, no, that's my point, right? Like, this must be more propaganda then, because, like, all of these Eastern Bloc countries, and you got a couple of South American and African countries that are largely called, you know, war-torn third world countries, and yet somehow they're doing better than the United States. That's nuts. Okay. So I don't think anything he says matters at this point.